Welcome. In front of me is a Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite, and today I'll show you how you can enable and also set up your Do Not Disturb mode. So to get started, let's pull down our notifications by swiping down from the top of your screen. Swipe down once more to extend the list of toggles, and right here somewhere you'll find a Do Not Disturb toggle. For me, it is the last one right over here. Once you see it, if you're doing this the first time around, I recommend holding it. This will take you to the settings where you can customize how it will function. So quickly going into the more important options, we have schedule. There is one made that comes pre-made, but you can add new ones, create your own. And obviously you can edit the ones that are created right here. So if you're planning to use a schedule, just make sure that it is toggled on in here. And that's all you would need to do. The device will do everything else for you, meaning it will turn it on every single day, starting at 10 p.m. and ending at 7 a.m. So at least that's the default one. But obviously you can create a different ones that have different days of the week that they will be running in, and also start and end times. Now below that we have calls and messages. So here we can select who will be able to call you and message you. Though this device right here doesn't really have mobile like support, so it's only Wi-Fi, but I assume it's still consider maybe some like Skype or Discord calls as calls. But honestly, I'm not exactly sure if that applies. But anyway, we can still change it right here. So calls set to no one. We also have this option right here, repeated callers. So if someone calls you twice within a 15-minute period, they will be bypassing whatever is selected right here. And then below that we have messages. And honestly, I think that's the only like more important options, apart from one more. For how long? Now I consider this important for everybody who would tend to forget to turn off their Do Not Disturb mode. Now if you enabled manually like this, by default you would need to also remember to turn it off once you're done with it, and that's usually not really the case. You enable it, you get done with whatever you're doing, and you just kind of forget about it. So what I recommend doing is selecting right here where it says for how long, and then you can select specific time. You can add more hours, so I personally would select something like 4 hours, but that really will depend on different people, like what they need. I think for me at least 4 hours is good enough. Usually if you, I don't know, use this as a work device and you want to enable the Do Not Disturb mode, you go to like a meeting, maybe it's going to be an hour, and then even if you forget about to turn it off after you're done, after 4 hours it will automatically turn itself off, so kind of don't need to remember about it anymore. And 4 hours is, I would say, good enough for, well, any kind of meeting and anything extra, so it shouldn't turn off prematurely, obviously. Anyway, I'm gonna confirm that, and now every time I enable my Do Not Disturb mode, it will be turned on for exactly that 4 hours. I can obviously change that later on in here as well, to for instance increase the amount of hours if I want to, or alternatively you have this option right here, ask every time, which will give you these two options every time you press on that toggle in the notifications. But I personally just prefer this. So there we go. And obviously, as you already see me do, I turn it on and off by tapping on the toggle right here. So with this being said, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.